Have you ever seen it? The person with the big office and the fancy title, who everyone knows, isn't actually in charge. And you've seen the opposite, the individual with no official authority who everyone listens to, who gets the best projects, and who the company genuinely can't afford to lose. What's the difference? The difference is that one is playing the game of titles, and the other is playing the game of power. And no one understood that game better than Niccolò Machiavelli. He wasn't writing about thrones and castles. He was writing about the fundamental dynamics of influence and control. Today, we adapt his most potent principles into 7 rules to help you build unassailable power in your workplace without ever needing your boss's permission or a new business card. Forget the hierarchy. Your goal is to build your own principality within the kingdom of your company. Let's begin. Rule number 1. Become the indispensable expert. Machiavelli warned princes against relying on mercenary soldiers loyal only to money. In the office, your mercenaries are generic, is irreplaceable skills. Your first and most important move is to make yourself irreplaceable by becoming the undisputed master of something critical. Machiavelli said, "A prince ought to build on what is his own." This means your power must be built on your skills and knowledge, not the fleeting favor of your boss. So, here's the strategy. Identify a high-value, slightly painful problem that no one else wants to touch. It could be a legacy software system, a complex data analysis process, or managing a difficult but important client. Become the absolute go-to person for that one thing. When you are the only one who can put out a specific fire, you control the fire department. Your value is no longer tied to your job description. It's tied to your unique, indispensable expertise. Rule 2. Cultivate strategic alliances, not just friendships. Power is not a solo sport. It's a team game, but you must choose your teammates based on strategy, not sentiment. Machiavelli advised that the first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Your network is a direct reflection of your intelligence and potential. Here's how you do it. Map your organization's real influence network. Who are the respected veterans, the rising stars, the powerful assistants? Build authentic, mutually beneficial relationships with them. Offer value, first provide useful information. Help them with a small project. Your goal is to create a web of allies across departments. When you need to get something done, you can bypass formal channels because you have a direct line to the people who matter. Rule 3. Master the flow of information. In any kingdom, the person who controls information controls the realm. You must position yourself as a hubnut, a gatekeeper who hoards information, which creates resentment, but a distributor who intelligently shares it, which creates influence. Machiavelli knew that men are so simple that the deceiver will always find someone ready to be deceived. By being a reliable source of truth, you become an island of stability in a sea of office gossip. Your strategy is to become an expert listener and a concise communicator. When you hear about a project in another department, connect it to a challenge your ally is facing. When you learn a new industry trend, summarize it and share it with your network. By being the one who connects the dots for others, you become the central node in the informal information network. People will start coming to you for the real story, and that is a position of immense power. Rule 4. Project the image of authority. Machiavelli's most famous line is, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." In the modern workplace, this is about professional branding. You must look, speak, and act like the person who already has the authority you seek. He said, "A prince must seem to be all mercy, faith, integrity." Double quotes, "The appearance of competence and reliability is often as important as the reality." So, audit your presence. Do you use hesitant language like "I think," or "maybe we could"? Replace it with confident phrasing. "My recommendation is ... or the data suggests ... Quotes: "Master your body, language stand tall, maintain eye contact, and stop fidgeting. Dress for the role you want, not the one you have." When you consistently project competence and calm authority, people will unconsciously begin to assign you that authority. Rule 5. Let others claim the small victories. The strategically weak are obsessed with getting credit for every little thing. The powerful understand that sometimes the greatest victory is allowing someone else to feel like the victor, especially if that someone is your boss. Machiavelli wrote that you must have a mind so disposed that when it is needful to be other than good, you can change to the contrary. This is strategic flexibility. Here's your actionable strategy. Voluntarily give your boss a win. Let them take credit for a minor success. This does two things. It makes them look good, which they will appreciate, and it makes you look like a loyal, confident team player who is above petty crime. This builds immense trust and goodwill, which you can then cash in on when you ask for a truly important opportunity. Rule 6. Always stay one step ahead. Machiavelli described two animals a prince must emulate: the lion to frighten wolves, and the fox to recognize traps. The fox's cunning is your ability to anticipate challenges and opportunities before anyone else. As he said, the wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Procrastination and reactivity are the death of power. So, dedicate 30 minutes each Friday to strategic thinking. Look at industry news and company announcements. Ask yourself, what could go wrong? Where's the next big opportunity? What is my boss worried about? Then, prepare your thoughts. By the time the problem or opportunity arrives, you are not scrambling. You are the one with the ready-made solution. This positions you as a visionary, not just an executor. Rule 7. Maintain a spotless reputation. This final rule is your ultimate defense. Machiavelli advised a prince to avoid being hated and despised. In your corporate kingdom, your reputation for reliability, integrity, and competence is your fortress. No one can undermine you if your reputation is unassailable. In the office, your subjects are your colleagues and your network. The strategy: under-promise and over-deliver every single time. Be ruthlessly dependable. If you say you'll have something done by Tuesday, deliver it on Monday. Never engage in gossip. When conflicts arise, be the adult in the room. Your reputation will become a self-insulating shield. People will trust you, leaders will rely on you, and your name will be the first that comes to mind. Let's recap your campaign for workplace power. Become indispensable. Build strategic alliances. Master information flow. Project authority. Make strategic sacrifices. Anticipate the future and protect your reputation. This isn't about being manipulative or underhanded. It's about being strategically intelligent. It's understanding that formal authority is just one type of power, and often it's not the most potent one. Real power is influence. It's respect. It's the ability to get things done and shape your environment. And that is a power you can start building today, from whatever chair you currently sit in. This is a lot to take in, so I want you to start with just one step. In the comments, tell me, which of these 7 rules are you already strong at, and which one will you focus on implementing first? Let's learn from each other's journeys. If you're ready to stop waiting for permission and start building your own empire within your organization, then your next strategic move is to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We decode the laws of power and success every single week. Thanks for watching.